Here we go. Moment of truth. The POCO X3 GT. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Today's video brings us a locked briefcase, and inside that locked briefcase, the new POCO X3 GT. In true POCO fashion, this thing is supposed to be really powerful with a flagship MediaTek 5G chip, 120Hz display, 67 watts fast charging with a 5000 milliamp hour battery, but also in affordable POCO pricing. In this video, we're going to be checking out the POCO for the first time and also a quick camera tour plus some sample shots. Let's get to it. So we do have it in the typical yellow box, POCO X3 GT. And yes, this is a 5G phone. We have the same branding on the sides. That bright yellow POCO sleeve, SIM tool, some POCO stickers, Type-C to 3.5mm headphone adapter, basically an audio dongle. Some paperwork, of course, a nice jelly case. We have the phone, but as per usual, we're gonna look at what else is in the box. That is a 67 watt? Yeah, that's a 67 watt charger. We also have a USB-C charging cord. Nothing else in the box. Time for the phone. Real quickly, the POCO X3 GT has a MediaTek Dimensity 1100, that's with 5G. It has 67 watt turbo charging, 5000 milliamp hour battery. You have a 120Hz display, and that's also Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. You also have a high-resolution 64 megapixel camera and Dolby Atmos dual speakers. Right, let's get to the phone. I don't know if you can see that. They're almost like glitters on that black back. I mean, it's not really the first thing you notice when you look at a black phone, but I just love that subtle tiny touch. So this phone does have, if I'm not mistaken, a white and a blue version, but unfortunately review units only come in black now. POCO branding at the bottom. You have a camera module. Like mentioned earlier, it is a 64 megapixel setup. 3 cameras here. That's a flash. You can see a teeny bump. Those are also nice tapered edges for better grip. You have a volume rocker here. You have a power button. I'm assuming that's also a fingerprint scanner with how that looks. We will find out. At the bottom, you have speakers, USB-C charging. SIM tray is on the other side. That's a dual SIM setup. And then up top, you have speakers, a mic, and I'm assuming an IR blaster. Anyway, powering this up, and you guys know what's next. It's time for montage, and let me give you this phone specs. Camera tour time. Ooh, that was a fast fingerprint scanner and, well, very nice screen. Again, that refresh rate, you guys. Let's go on and do our camera tour. So we have photos, we have wide, 1x, 2x up until 10x. Up here we have flash settings, HDR settings, you have AI, you have your filters. So there we go, different filters, and a beauty mode toggle. There is Google Lens up there, and then to the right we have the portrait mode. Of course, you can adjust. As you can see, that's an aperture of 1, and that is more blurred versus an aperture of 16. Up here you also have AI settings, and here you have different cinematic effects specifically made for the portrait mode, and then beauty filters and different filters. Under more, we have a night mode that lets you do wide, 1x, 2x up until 10x as well. Ooh, that's clear 10x. And then you have settings, you have size, movie frame mode, show grid lines. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, let's go back to photos. We didn't press that. Okay, so we also have your size settings, timer settings. You have a movie frame mode, which again, if you've seen any of my videos, you'd know that I like this cinematic mode. You can do wide, 1x, 2x, up until, wait, 10x on movie frame mode. From this menu, you also have grid lines, macro mode, tilt shift, and time burst. Okay, let's move back to portrait mode. You have the same drop-down menu with the size, timer, and also settings, plus the movie frame mode. And then we're back to more. You also have a 64 megapixel shooter. Again, the main shooter 64 megapixels, but like most phones right now in the market, it uses pixel binning to create supposedly better but smaller photos. So if you want to shoot in 64 megapixels, you use this mode. Can you zoom? Yes, up until 2x, no wide on the 64 megapixel mode. You have flash settings, you have the different filters, and then on this menu, timer and different settings. And then we have the short video mode, and again, I've told you about this mode. I like this mode because it's basically Android's solution to people saying that Instagram or other social media does not optimize Android phone cameras. So what they did was they basically built in a mode in the camera app that allows you to shoot 15-minute clips here, and then straight from this mode you can share to your social media via that button. So your accounts should show up here once you've signed them on. So aside from allowing you to shoot those short clips, you can do wide, you can do 2x up until 6x, but that is not all, folks. You can add different filters. You can add different beauty filters. There is a cool kaleidoscope mode, which is very trippy. And then on this side, you can make it super fast or super slow when you shoot your videos. And you can add a background music to whatever you shoot. So it's basically a mode that allows you to shoot fun stuff straight on your camera app and then export to social media. Up here, you also have settings, so you can shoot in 1080p, and there are different settings and guidelines. You have a panorama mode, a document scanner, a vlog mode, so it's downloading, but really quickly. The vlog mode allows you to shoot like really short but cinematic vlogs. It's basically a mode that gives you set templates. So as you can see, there are different ones, and when you pick one, it allows you to literally hold the phone up. You can shoot and it will edit it for you just like that, a cinematic little vlog. You have a slow motion mode. Can you do wide? No. You can zoom in up until 3x, and then up here you can do 720, 1080, and in 720 you can do 960, and 1080 you can do 120 FPS. You have time-lapse mode. You can do wide, 1x, 2x, 6x. And then this is, ooh, you can change the speed. So that's 4x up until 1800x. And then you can change duration from infinity to like 240. Settings, you can shoot up until 4K 30 FPS time-lapse. There's a movie frame mode. You have different movie filters. You can even do different settings. So you can adjust your white balance, your aperture, your shutter speed, ISO. Interesting. You also have a long exposure mode, different like sort of filters for different scenes that supposedly you'll be using this mode for. And then you have like instructions: use a tripod to capture longer exposure for star trails, starry sky, use a tripod, light painting tripod, oil painting, neon trails. So that's cool. You have a dual video mode, hello. So you can do this, switch it around, zoom it in or out. You also have settings up here. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, switching it around. And then, oh my gosh, clone mode. Always fun. It allows you to shoot like clone-like photos and videos of yourself. In my previous like POCO or Xiaomi videos, I'm not sure which one it is, I've tried this out, this feature out. And yeah, let me know if you want me to do a camera vlog test or a social media test with this phone, because these are the features that I usually try out when I do those tests. Comment down below. And then finally, you can edit the camera app, as you can see there. So you can rearrange depending on which features you use most. On the other side, we have, of course, video. You have wide, 1x, 2x up until 6x. And then up here, flash settings, you have a steady video mode. So as you can see, that cropped in. You have an HDR mode, you have movie filters, and then you have a beautify mode, also a live bokeh mode on video, so everything blurred in the background. And then under settings, you can shoot up until 4K 30 FPS. You have settings, you have a movie frame mode, you have macro mode, track moving object, and AI camera. And then you have a pro mode. Ooh, so this is a pro mode for photos. You have white balance, aperture, shutter speed, ISO. You can use the wide, ultra wide, mac. And then what does this do? Ooh, so you have different metering modes. Ooh, focus peaking, you can shoot in RAW. A lot of other good stuff here for mobile photographers. Aside from that though, you can do pro video, ultra wide, macro wide, different settings. So yeah, this is pretty cool for people who like to take their photo and video taking up a notch but still want to use their phones. Right, of course, we're going to do selfies now. There is no selfie on the pro mode, but on video mode, of course. Hiya! So this is HDR settings. You have different movie filters on here. And then what is this? Beauty mode. So look at my pimple. Smoothen it out without. So like I always say, the beauty mode is your friend if you treat it just like makeup to enhance the real you, but never be afraid of your imperfections. Just, you know, have fun with the beauty mode, but always remember that no one's perfect. And then you also have a bokeh mode. See that background change? And then up here it says that we can shoot in 1080p 30 FPS, and there's also a movie frame mode on selfie video. On photo mode, you also have a very detailed beauty mode. As you can see, there are different toggles now, but I usually just smoothen it a little and like turn off all other beauty mode things because I like my eyes, my nose, my chin, and my lips. Wait, no, not negative, only 0, okay? We have different filters as well. We have flash settings, HDR settings, AI, and of course, you have a palm shutter mode in here. You also have a movie frame mode. But yeah, palm shutter, my favorite way to take remote selfies. You also have a portrait mode. Ooh, nice bokeh. So as you can see, you can toggle that around. And you also have your cinematic effects available on this side. And AI, flash settings. You also have a palm shutter settings, timer settings, and a movie frame mode up there. And we're back. At the bottom, you have your beautify toggle and even more filters. And we are back to more, which we've already done. So time for some sample shots. Our first look at the POCO X3 GT. Truly looking like a powerful 5G flagship device, but of course I'll need to spend more time with this phone to fully make my mind up about it. Like I said in the video, let me know what you want to learn about this phone, and if you want to see a camera vlog test or a social media test, comment down below. I really like the glitters on this thing, it's really cute. Finally, all details I have on pricing and availability, I'll be linking in the description box below. That's it for today. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's LAZADA _ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'll see you next time.